Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday. So today I just wanted to, something just came across my mind. I was at the barber shop and I was talking to my barber and we was just talking about, like he was just talking about how he works a lot, like he don't get no days off and all this stuff. And he's like, man, I'm always working. I don't never have time to really enjoy anything. And I was just saying, a couple years ago, I remember, man, I was just stuck in this, I got to work overtime. I got to work an extra shift. I got to work. And, man, I was so happy to get out of it. And I just explained to him, I said, man, if you're working every day, you're never going to have time to accomplish any dreams or goals to make any real money. If you're just constantly doing overtime, dudes do so much overtime, you be groggy at work, you ain't really getting no good sleep, none of those things. Your health is taking a hit because you working, getting this overtime, trying to get all this money, but you ain't spending time on the things that you really love, or the things that you enjoy, or the other things that you want to do to make money in business. Like when you think about it, if you working 16 hours a day, when are you gonna have the time to write your book that you want to maybe get published, create your hair care line, create a t-shirt business, create your law business, you know what I mean? Like, go to school and get more education to elevate yourself. You'll never have time if you constantly working for your business. Like if you constantly working for another company. I seen so many, throughout my years of just working, I seen a lot of guys, a lot of men and women that die as soon as they retire or while they're still working. And those people are usually the people that always are working, especially those people working like overnights, many hours on overnights, working overnights 24 hours constantly. Even when they get off of work, they going to work. And it's like, man, you ain't really going to have time to accomplish any goals or dreams. You just going to work until you just die. And I was in that mind state, a couple years back. And so I just started thinking outside the box and understanding like, man, you can't really move forward with your goals and dreams if you are constantly working. You'll never get those businesses off the ground if you are constantly working. And I think people got to understand that. It took me a long time. Luckily, I got mentors around me, people I can talk to whenever. But it taught me something. The other day, I think it was on Monday, I made like $965 in one day in the stock market. But I just was asking myself, what would have happened if I just would have went to work? You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have been able to make that play and focus on the stock market like I like to right now. And really learn the stock market and learn technical analysis and learn fundamental analysis, learn the Elliott wave theory, the 5 other principles of the Elliott wave theory to help me become a better person with when it comes to dealing with the stocks. You will never have time to do that. You know how many people can't make $900 in a week? I was able to do it in one day, but I wouldn't have been able to do it if I would have picked up the overtime shift. Did a 16-hour shift. I know some places, man, they'll let the worker work for damn near 18 hours. And dudes just do it like, oh, man, I'm getting this money. I'm not knocking if you got to do what you got to do. But if you doing all that and you're not focusing on any other thing but work and you're not trying to build anything, man, I'm going to tell you, it's a sad story to say. But you're going to end up, and we're all going to end up, if we have that mindset, we're going to end up dead. We're going to end up more sick. We're going to end up alienating people we love. If you're constantly working, I see guys and women and people throughout so many places when I'm traveling or moving around, or people I know, they got bags under their eyes. They barely getting sleep. They always are tired. But they ain't accomplishing, and they putting all their dreams on hold because somebody said, hey, man, you want to work Saturday overtime? Hey, man, you want to work Sunday overtime? If those are the only 2 days you got free to focus on your dreams, you just wasted it because now you don't work the overtime shift. And then we always think that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have time to do it. I'm gonna do it this other day. I'm gonna do it this other day. And then then something else come up. Then somebody say, hey man, you wanna work my shift? And you like, oh yeah, man, let me go work your shift. And we're constantly in that cycle of just work, 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 and we're not accomplishing any of our goals and dreams. All I'm saying is, if you working 16 hours every day for someone else's company and business, and you're putting all your dreams on hold, you'll never get to it. By the time you get to retirement age, all those things are going to pass. All those things are going to have been on pass. So don't give up on your goals and your dreams just to keep working and trying to get extra money. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you don't do it here and there, but don't make it your life that you constantly just, I got to get this overtime, and you barely getting sleep. I remember being that person. I was hurting myself. You know, my body was taking a hit, and I'm in good shape. I was in even better shape back then. But that's what happens. We just get caught up in this cycle. You know what I mean? And you don't want to become that. You don't want to get caught up in that cycle. You don't want to get caught up in that cycle where you're never focusing on your goals and dreams. And this is the same thing as like a lot of people, like my little niece, she accomplished one of her biggest dreams. She opened up her own business, a salon. It's doing well. She did it. But she was focused and driven. And she's, in her 20s. You know what I mean? And she didn't put them things on hold. She continued to try to she been working for herself for so long. She was out of that mind. She wasn't programmed to just work like a lot of other people are. You know what I mean? So it's okay to go to a job and work 8 hours. But if you got goals and dreams, when you get off, focus on your goals and dreams. That's all I'm saying. Don't stop working towards your goals and dreams. And I'm telling you, think outside the box. Don't listen to people. Listening to people will mess you up, man. Because people who are telling you not to do things are just afraid and they're scared. And people who are afraid and scared, it's like a disease. That junk will jump on you. Next thing you know, you're afraid and scared of everything. You're afraid to try new things. You're afraid to do businesses. Don't let people talk you out of anything. Don't do it, man. I'm telling you, it would be the biggest regret of your life. And then you sit there and then you're contemplating on it. So focus on your goals and dreams. Don't focus on making someone else's business richer. Don't focus on making someone else's company better. You go there and do what you got to do, but after work, focus on your goals and dreams. Don't let this technology distract you from your goals and dreams on the phone, on TikTok, doing all that stuff. The people that are focused on their goals and dreams, it makes sense if you're on TikTok and Instagram because you pushing product, you pushing something. But you got to focus on your goals and dreams, man, or when it goes, it goes. You can't get that time back. 10 years when it passes. No different than dudes in prison. After 20 years, man, that's gone. And if your mind ain't changed, you're going to be stuck in the same place. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys, man. It was on my heart, and I was just thinking about it because I see so many people still stuck in that race, in that rut of let me work, I got to work. Now, if you don't got goals and dreams, fine, work all you want. But if you got goals and dreams, you gotta work towards them. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna do me, and I listen to me. I listen to mentors. I listen to positive people. But I make my own decisions when it comes to certain things. I don't let nobody talk me out of something, especially people who ain't got shit. Like people who ain't got shit would love to talk you out of something, or people who live a better life, but it's due to someone else, not necessarily on their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they got a good life, but maybe it's because their wife got a lot of money. Or maybe it's because their husband got a lot of money. Or maybe because their kids are taking care of them. Or maybe, you know what I mean? Or girlfriend is taking care of them. Or boyfriend is taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? But to be independent and have your own, it's a whole different ball game. So don't let no one talk you out of it. Pay attention to the people that's trying to tell you things not to do. Look at their life. So be safe this Friday. Be safe this Friday. Later. Peace.